Welcome to Oddball. I'm Amin Elhassan. That's Charlotte Wilder. We're in New York City, can't you tell?
We got the basketball courts in the background, and we are ready to ball out,
Where's my bacon, egg, and cheese? Bacon, egg, and cheese with the Bev? Yeah. Oh, I got my Tech Fleece song. Oh, we got a great show for you today. We got Charlotte, what do we do on Wednesday?
We got Workout Wednesday.
Oh, put the mitts up. Also, the Basketball Illuminati join us. This is going to be a new recurring segment on Wednesdays. But first, Dillon Brooks got ejected. For punching somebody in the nuts in the bajoules.
You'd think maybe he wouldn't do it again. But why not stop?
He called himself Dillon the Villain. What kind of name is that? What a jamoke.
What a jamoke.
But let's go to Basketball Illuminati right after this.
We are the Basketball Illuminati. For years, we have operated in the underground, behind the scenes, making things happen, seeing things happen, controlling the very game that you cherish and think as of mere happenstance. You fools. 2 years ago, we emerged from the darkness to pull back the curtain and reveal that we are three-eyed and invited you to open your third eye as well. I present to you my Illuminati brethren. He knows all. He sees all. His research is unflappable. His one and only three-eyed Tom Haberstroh. The masked man with piercing eyes that see through subterfuge and all the misdirections that the establishment would have you believe. He is the one and only corn puzzle himself, Anthony Mays. This week on our maiden voyage, we take a trip back to the past, to a conversation we had barely a month ago. In that episode, we posited that the struggles of Team USA were not that of ignorance.
Posited? I wouldn't say we suggested this, Lord Amin.
Yes, please, speak your mind.
Everyone has their, second eye open on this, but they really need to open up their third eye to what was really happening. The larger scheme at play, this was not simply a team that was outmatched.
No.
That Jaren Jackson Jr. came into this World Cup as the center, that he could be the center for Team USA. No, that, my friends, was just a pawn of a larger scheme. Jaren Jackson Jr. is no center. He starts next to Steven Adams for the Memphis Grizzlies. And yet, we were supposed to believe that this Team USA was fully staffed, ready to go to take gold. And I suggest to you, this was all a ruse. It was all a setup. It was all Steve Kerr and Grant Hill, the leader of Team USA. It was all a scheme, a large scheme to get the people to believe that this was an undermanned team. Walker Kessler is the backup center. He didn't even play.
See, this is the grand trickery. This is the devil at his greatest, right?
Yes.
Is to manufacture a need in order to satisfy it with the other hand, right? That's right. And so what Steve Kerr and Grant Hill and perhaps even LeBron James,
the king himself,
they all amassed, brought together these dark deeds, these schemes to create a Team USA that was bereft of size, in order to create the need, the desperation, the panic among the masses, the clamor for a solution. And that solution would be none other than Joel Embiid. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, weeks before the announcement, Basketball Illuminati had it first.
Keep your third eye open. Joel Embiid international basketball free agent who happens to play the same position as the one that Team USA so sorely lacks. And we think to ourselves, well, why wasn't Bam Adebayo, former gold medal winner for Team USA? Bam Adebayo, where was he this summer? Oh, left off the team. Why wasn't Bam where was Bam? No, Bam had to play along in the larger scheme in order to recruit Joel Embiid, who, lest I remind you, Corn Puzzle.
On Thursday night, Joel Embiid said, "I'm really proud and excited about this decision. It was not easy. I am blessed to call Cameroon, France, and the USA home. After talking to my family, I knew it had to be Team USA. I want to play with my brothers in the league. I want to play for my fans because they've been incredible since the day I came here. But most of all, I want to honor my son who was born in the US. I want my boy to know I played my first Olympics for him. For my boy."
Oh, every bit of a ruse needs a little bit of xenophobic jargon to get the masses on your side. And I commend Grant Hill, Steve Kerr, and Joel Embiid for playing the ultimate jingoistic tune that everyone would dance to as puppets. Where does LeBron James fit into this, Lord Habistro?
King James was always trying to weasel his way into this conversation. If you remember a graphic from the Dunk Central, ye Dunk Central, the Post had a picture of all these Mount Olympus of basketball players adorned in red, white, and blue. And LeBron James tweeted back at it, or I should say, responded back to it with two eye emoji. Because it was talking about a vision of Team USA in the future, 2024, with Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. And LeBron James didn't just sit idly by. No, he inserted himself with the double eye emoji. And I ask you to put another emoji on top of that and put your third eye open. Why would LeBron want to insert himself as this figure with his eyes open to the dream, the envisioned dream of Team USA coming together like Avengers? What happened as soon as Team USA in Manila lost and were eliminated? What happened on the Athletic and other Scribe Stadium?
Shams Charania from the mountain, he decreed that LeBron James wants to represent Team USA at the 2024 Paris Olympics. And is spearheading a group of future Hall of Famers, including Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, reunited once again.
Spearheading. The spear has spoken.
And now, here's the part they don't want you to pay attention to. Prior to this announcement, Steph Curry may have let the cat out of the bag. I want you all to listen very carefully to this inadvertent blunder.
The opportunity for Team USA to kind of reassert yourselves as the dominant in the world and all that type of stuff. So definitely want to be there. Definitely want to be on the team.
It's all in play. All the pieces on the chessboard have been set, and the first die has been cast. I know those are two completely different board games. Just bear with me for a second.
There, yep.
A coach, a general manager, a former Olympian, a former world champion, and a future Olympian, all conspiring together to bring us one more serving of the thing that I would argue brought LeBron his first and greatest redemption of them all.
And what is that?
the Redeem Team of 2008. And so how better does LeBron rehabilitate his image for a new generation, for a generation that might say that Paul George is their GOAT? How does he do that? By orchestrating and bringing together another Redeem Team.
You can't spell without
Dean.
LeBron, right?
Oh, without LeBron.
LeBron.
Yes,
R and
E and
E.
an R in there.
Yes. So there is it
I thought
is
you
it
were
the
going in a different direction.
is it the redeem team? The redeem team?
The Redeem Team.
Actually, we're going to France, so it's the Redeem Team, led by LeBron, which means the Bron in France.
LeBron. He is such a good actor. Such a fine actor. Give him all of the Oscars. Because when Dan Woike of the LA Times, one of the truth tellers out there, who are part of the secret circle, Dan Woike wanted to hear it from LeBron himself, a test for LeBron. Asked him at Media Day, asked him about Joel Embiid committing to Team USA. And LeBron said, "Oh, awesome. To us? Great. That's big time." Followed up, Dan Woike did, followed up by asking if he made any calls on that. If LeBron James can't spell without LeBron, asked LeBron James if he made any calls about that. And what did LeBron say, Corn Puzzle?
I have no idea. That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Me, LeBron, so innocent. What do you mean? Oh, that's so convenient. Oh, how special.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Their dastardly plot revealed, courtesy of the Basketball Illuminati. Say it 3 times and keep your third eye open. Basketball Illuminati. Basketball Illuminati.
Basketball Illuminati.
You're supposed to chant it with me.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Corn Puzzle, I don't know if you can hear if that mask, or maybe we didn't hear you because of the mask, but
We'll do it.
We'll do it one more time.
We'll do it next week. It's okay.
Oh,
Back to you, Oddball.
Charlotte, do you wake
Yes.
up in cold sweats on days like this, knowing somewhere in the world, Amin Elhassan is waiting with cards in his hand to make you start trying to do math? That's right. It's a word count, the game where we read a statement, or a question, I should say, to the other person, and we got to answer it in 10 words or less. Charlotte, show them pause. Pause up. Here we go. Are you ready?
Well, sure.
There you go. Charlotte Wilder, your picks to have the best regular season record and the worst.
Best, Bucks. Worst, Pistons. And I feel like the best here might be the one you could debate more, because I think a lot of people are saying the Celtics. I feel like with Dame and Giannis, it's going to be incredibly hard to stop them. I think that they're going to have the best regular season record. I also don't think that necessarily means they are going to go farther in the finals than the Celtics or than anybody else. But yeah, that's my not so hot take. I mean,
All right, I'll take it. By the way, I just want everyone to stop what they're doing and look up the Washington Wizards roster. Presented without comment.
See, I forget they exist.
There you go.
Did you see? I really do. There was a thing going around. They were asking at Media Day, can you name, I forget what team, but it was, can you name the 4 teams with Z's in their name? And I could not for my life think of.
Watch this.
Okay.
Jazz.
Yep.
Wizards.
Yep.
Grizzlies. And one more, right? Blazers.
There you go.
I
had to be told. I had to be told the Wizards. I forgot they existed.
In my mind, I kept doing Suns with a lot of Z's at the end, and
Yeah, I had like
Lakers.
Bucks with the Z, like all
no,
of the
Lakers with the
no.
Z's definitely because it goes with their rings. All right, give me my first question.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Which assistant coach would you most like to see as head coach and why?
David Vanterpool, because he's paid his dues and it is well regarded as one word, right? Because it's hyphenated.
Sure, we'll give it to you.
There you go.
Okay.
David Vanterpool.
For those who don't know, where has he been a coach?
David started with, I want to say he was with the Blazers. I know he was with the Blazers a long time. C.J. McCollum, Damian Lillard swore by him. He went to Minnesota, and when Ryan Saunders got let go, everyone thought David Vanterpool was going to be the guy who's going to get the job. And then they did the very unconventional move of hiring Chris Finch from the Raptors rather than, at least give the interim tag to someone inside the house there.
Right.
He left. He went to Brooklyn, I want to say, for a couple of years, and now he's a Washington Wizards assistant coach. But this is a guy, he played overseas, and he might have had a cup of coffee in the league, but he's been an assistant coach forever, and this is a guy that everyone is saying is going to be the next. Kind of the same way that Darvin Ham, head coach of the Lakers, for a long time, people were saying he's going to be the next, and obviously we see the job he did. Adrian Griffin's another one who just recently took over with the Bucks. So I'm going to see, I would say Vanderpool probably. Yeah.
All right, great answer.
Yeah, thank you. Question 2. The most fashionable player in the NBA today and all time. So this is really 2 questions. You got the most fashionable player today and the most fashionable player all time.
Today, Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
All time, Wilt Chamberlain. Russ has a style that at times people have derided, obviously. Also, he's been very petty with his clothes, which I personally like, when he wore the photographer's vest or the cupcake shirt. And what was that, 2016, 2017, when he was mad at Durant?
Yeah.
Or not mad at Durant.
No.
But I think that he's been at so many fashion weeks, and he always looks great. And he's wearing things that aren't sort of conventionally, it's not always a suit. Like, he'll have something a little bit out there. And I appreciate that. I also think it feels authentic with him. Like, I feel like sometimes when Kyle Kuzma will wear his like Balenciaga sweater, you're like, okay, we get it. But with Russ, it's sort of like, okay, we get it. And then Wilt, after we watched Goliath, the Wilt Chamberlain doc, which you can find on interviews with the creators on previous episodes of Oddball.
Yep.
I just thought his outfits were unbelievable. Like his 70s collars and the way he really was the first NBA player to embrace that way of presenting himself with avant-garde fashion and being a part of that world. So I think those are pretty easy answers for me. Would you choose somebody else?
Other nominees would be Walt Clyde Frazier.
Okay, yeah.
Who continues to be a style
Still,
icon.
to this day. Shout out MSG behind me. Please let me come to opening night. Thank you, Knicks.
Calvin Murphy also continues. This one's for you, Hollywood. Calvin Murphy, former Houston Rocket, also dresses very outlandishly. As far as current players, I would throw Kelly Oubre.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly Oubre fashions himself as a fashion guy. And then Devin Booker as well. Devin Booker has... Yeah. Minimalist.
Maybe I should have chosen Booker's more like, that's more what I would gravitate towards, but I think Russ has real personal style.
Russ wears stuff that looks like it's off the runway, right?
Yeah. Your next question, Amin. Explain which team stands a better chance right now of coming out of the West, the Clippers or the Lakers?
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I think
Texas. Oh, Tennessee.
The Lakers, right?
Okay.
And so I got 8 words to start the part that you guys all know ends with fool me, can't fool me. Look, the Clippers, man, I don't trust you. Not your talent. I like your talent. I don't trust you. I don't trust that you'll be healthy. I don't trust that you'll be healthy at the same time. Also, I'm really not liking the lack of playmaking on the roster for the 100th year in a row, it feels like. Since 2019. Since 2019, every year I'm like, I kind of feel like they need someone who can play make in the half court. Russell Westbrook helps, but I think he's still kind of a flow of the game guy. I think they need, like, it's crazy. I don't think they need Chris Paul or Tyrese Halliburton or whatever, but like, I look at guys like Monty Morris, Tyus Jones. I mean, these guys, even a guy like Ish Smith, to be honest, you didn't play a lot for Denver last year, but like you just need someone who gets in the game and is like, I know how to run a team, and in the half court, and they just, for whatever reason, they've been allergic to acquiring that kind of player. Harden would help, but again, he brings a whole host of other issues. I mean, he is a good passer and a playmaker in the half court, but again, given the reporting that we saw from Ramona Shelburne about how salty he was about not having those accolades and stuff from being a great scorer, I don't know if that would change with the venue change from Philadelphia to Los Angeles. So yeah, man, it's the Lakers. It's really more of an indictment on the Clippers than it is a praise of the Lakers.
Okay, well, either way, you got there.
I got there after some defense. All right, last question, Charlotte. Which current player would you be happiest to see win their first title, and why is it Marcus Smart?
Oh, Marcus.
I added that last part. It was just and why, but we all know what the answer is.
Well, personally, Jason Tatum. But
what?
Professionally, not Celtics related Dame. I feel like
hold on, before you exposition yourself, I feel like you heard what I said and like, you know what? I'm gonna dig and go around and not do Marcus Smart just to be different. You were gonna say Marcus Smart. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marcus Smart, but actually, no. My actual real answer, like the first thing that pops into my head is Damian Lillard. I would love to see him win a championship. He is so good. He's been an all-star so many times. He's a generational talent, and it really, really bums me out when guys who are that incredible at what they do don't win a ring because their team won't get them help. And so now that he and Giannis are together, I know I'm a Celtics fan, but I do really want to see Dame get a ring.
Okay. I think she's lying.
I have one more question for you. Who benefits the most from preseason games?
Concessions, parking, TV deals that need
merch sales,
dates, merch. You get it. It's money. Like it's not like NFL where, hey, we need to figure out certain things before these games start to matter and count because we only have 17 of these regular season games. You have 82 games, dude. It's like, I'll try to find different lineups. I guarantee you stuff that you try in the preseason is not going to resemble anything that, like 1% of it might resemble something that you're doing in March and April. It's just one of those things like, all right, when we sell season tickets, you don't sell 41, which is the home dates. You sell 44, right? Because 3 of them are preseason games. It's in the package.
Do you think they should stop preseason games? Do you think they're worth anything?
No, I think there are guys that trying to make teams. It matters to them.
It could benefit them. Yeah.
It benefits them. Guys who they're not going to make the team, but are trying to like put together a reel of themselves, which helps them in their negotiations and trying to get deals in Europe or even getting looks elsewhere in the league later in the year. It allows the rookies like an idea of like
sort of like summer league.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like summer league for some of those guys. For the rookies, it is an opportunity for them to realize, oh, you thought like informals and like that was no. You thought summer league was what NBA basketball was like? No. This is what NBA basketball is like. And right when they get used to it, then we do the regular season. And they're like, oh my God, they're playing so much harder. I'll never forget a rookie telling me like, after playing in a regular season game, after playing pretty well in the preseason, like, oh, they all play so much harder. I'm like, yeah, like in the preseason, no one's trying. We're all just trying not to get hurt. So
you could say that this has been a 3-month-long preseason for Oddball. We were just trying not to get hurt.
No, we did summer league and we did informals and we are now in preseason. And the regular season starts for us when the regular season starts in the association. And that's all the subterfuge I'm going to give you guys. Just stay tuned. There are going to be some changes. It's going to be looking different. I'm going to do
bye. Thanks for watching Word Count.
What was that, Charlotte? Didn't hear you.
I said bye, bye, bye. Thanks for watching Word Count.
There you go. Oh, they're gonna love it.
Amin's from.
I'm from here. I'm wearing a tech